Cats or dogs?
Dogs. I mean,
Obviously.
it's a thing. Hi, my name is Dr. Suny Darcy, and I am a clinical assistant professor in the great Department of Occupational Therapy.
What's one word to describe yourself?
Smiley. I think I smile a lot.
Your favorite book?
I would say childhood book, The Giver. Adult book, The Hobbit.
What's your favorite quote?
I hope you're editing this. I am. It's a Dumbledore quote. And I don't know if I can say it exactly. Can I search it? Something about darkness and light. All right. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light.
I love that quote.
Yes, it's a wonderful quote.
Your students want to know, have you finished reading Onyx Storm yet? If so, do you have thoughts?
Yes, I have many thoughts. I'm not a fan of cliffhangers. And so if you haven't read Onyx Storm, it's a cliffhanger and it's a pretty steep cliffhanger. So I have some thoughts about that. But I love what she's doing with the dragons. I write romance novels. And so Rebecca offered some advice and help in one of my books. I have left some of my readers on a cliffhanger before. So I have a lot to say about cliffhangers as a reader, but as an author, I have a lot of fun with them. So I can't really be mad at her.
Also, disclaimer, your students did help me with the
Oh, okay, fun. This is gonna be great.
So, do you mind talking about your own experience with diabetes and how it's informed your work?
Absolutely. So I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when I was an adult. I was in my first clinical doctorate. I was originally diagnosed with type 2 and then later was tested for antibodies and was diagnosed with type 1. And that was a huge adventure in education. And ironically, I was studying to do diabetes education specifically. I was working with individuals that were in rehab because they had to forego significant medical intervention or surgery or procedures, but their quality of life had decreased because of this chronic condition. So when I was diagnosed, it was a huge learning curve in day-to-day life changes. One, it's an identity crisis. Two, getting a diagnosis as significant as diabetes kind of reverted a path of choice. I obviously don't regret it. I ended up becoming a professor. It also brought to light some things that I've noticed in my clients. I'm able to better relate with them. I'm a better OT because of it, as much as I hate having the condition itself. Molly was my therapy dog prior to my diagnosis. So she was trained in the public face already, but she was spontaneously cueing me for my sugar, and she's a really great outward expression of opportunity for education, but she's also my best friend, and she has saved my life in multiple ways. And advocating for individuals with service animals became this unbeknownst consequence to having diabetes. So those are really the biggest ways that diabetes kind of led to these things in my career that I didn't expect, but also did at the same time. So it's a weird journey, and I'll take it.
What would you tell a patient who has given up and has no motivation to go back to their occupations?
I would first meet them where they're at. Acknowledging someone's feelings is probably one of the most validating therapeutic use of self. That's a OT lingo right there, that we as OTs can do, but also taking those bite-sized pieces with them, doing the most basic level of care to show them that one can feel better and that there is hope, and it goes back to my Dumbledore quote, but being that light for them. And the very first step in all of that is acknowledging that they're not feeling it. As an OT, we meet them there.
So I read your Rate My Professor reviews.
Oh gosh, I've never read mine. Oh, this is gonna be scary.
Students had a lot of nice things to say about you.
Oh.
Someone said that Dr. Darcy's exceptional kindness and dedication shine in her teaching.
Aww.
And someone else called you one of the best professors that they've ever had at UF.
Oh.
So
Heart.
it's so nice. So how does student feedback influence your teaching?
They can cry on camera. I hope that my students recognize that I try to treat them like adults. I think that shines through because I treat them with respect and dignity, and I get that back. And if it means that I need to adjust the test date or quiz date or explain something a little more or re-explain something in a different way, that's my job. That's what I'm supposed to do. Kindness can go a long way. Hopefully by showing it, I get so much out of my students. I should read my rate by profession report.
They're all great,
Oh,
honestly.
they're so nice.
What's one piece of advice that you'd like to give your students?
Trust the process. I think that's a quote that most of the will say. I've said to them multiple times. The whole journey will pan out the way it's supposed to. And if you're meant to do what you're supposed to be doing, it will happen. You just have to find the next door that's open.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add? Anything you want to plug while you're here in the hammock?
Should have thought about this. Be an OT.
Yeah.
As OT. OT is a great healthcare career. UFOT is fantastic.
Great.
So definitely choose us.
Well, thank you, Dr. Darcy.